You may think that I'm just standing in some sad, underused area of land, but don't let this vast expanse fool you. This is a moorland, and it's one of our most vital ecosystems. To find out why moorlands are so important, I got into contact with Moors for the Future, an organisation who is helping to maintain and restore the moorlands around Sheffield.
My name is Chris Fry. I work for Moors for the Future, and my job title is the Conservation Quality Manager. They are unique in that they are peat, and peat is what I think of as a super soil. So it's only a small proportion of the UK's land surface, yet I think globally it's something in the region of 3% of the terrestrial surface of the world, but something like 30 to 40% of our soil carbon. And the recreation that it can provide. So those really amazing days when you're up in the sky, it feels like, with the birds around you and you can't see the towns, they're very special days out. And these places can provide that for us. We've got a history of damage on our peatlands, particularly since the Industrial Revolution. I think at the moment, DEFRA is saying around about 18% of deep peat is in good condition. If you don't manage a piece of land, then in effect you're watching it to see what happens. In this country, we don't have any wilderness left. We have a thoroughly managed little island where we have many layers of management. Even with the air pollution, nitrogen deposition, the removal of predators and large herbivores in their herds wandering about the place, all of those impacts have impact on every square foot of ground that we have. Healthy, good peat bog is better than trees for carbon. In terms of the amount of carbon that you can store, peat is better than trees. It's that thing of having the right plant in the right place for the right reason. And on the hills where we work, the hydrology is specifically such that trees do not like to grow there. What we are doing on the bog is we are looking towards multiple outcomes. So by a healthy habitat of blanket bog, of fens, of a good mire, it's a mire habitat across the landscape, which is a complex network of different habitats which are dynamic and changing over time. We want our countryside to be good for carbon, for water quality, for biodiversity, for recreation. And so these are all different outcomes that we want from that same bit of land. It's not just saving the view, it's not just saving that place you went for when we were a child, it's actually saving the water coming out of our taps. It's stopping those floods that are happening some distance away. The critical problem I see is the disconnect between people and the landscape and understanding what it does for us. If a farmer gets cross, listen to him. Actually, you might find that if you actually talk with him or her, you actually find they will chill out a bit more because they're glad someone's finally listening.
Other things you can do include taking all rubbish back home with you, challenging others' bad behaviour, never bringing barbecues up to the moors, and reporting wildfires if you see them.
All of our wildfires over the past in recent decades, really, on record, have been started by people, either deliberate or accidental. They're not a natural occurrence. These places that in the past were forgotten about, thinking about Hound of the Baskervilles and that sort of thing, they're these dark, brooding places that people go to get killed. They're not thought of as our friends, yet from an ecosystem services perspective, they're the best thing we've got.
Now you can see how vital moorlands actually are, whether it be for the water you drink, helping to reduce the risk of flooding in major cities such as Sheffield, or even to help reduce the amount of carbon in the atmosphere. Without these moorlands, our home would not be habitable.